Usually, when we plan our day, we write down everything we need to do today. There's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes the list gets so long it's hard to know where to start. Sometimes people end up only doing the easy or comfortable tasks, while the important ones keep getting pushed back. And over time, things don't get done consistently, and it becomes harder to keep planning at all. But if you split your day into 3 parts, tasks won't all be piled together. It becomes much easier to get started, and in each part of the day, you can complete at least one important task. At the same time, it still keeps some flexibility. Unlike a strict schedule where every task is tied to a specific time, it's easier to handle unexpected interruptions. If you'd like to plan your day this way, here's a simple way to set it up in TickTick. Let's get started. First, open TickTick. Click the Add button in the sidebar to create a new list. We only need 3 lists: morning, afternoon, and evening. These represent the 3 parts of your day. To make them easier to recognize, click the icon beside each list and choose an emoji. That's it. The setup is done. We'll also be using the inbox. It's a default list, and in this system, it works as a simple task pool where you can capture anything you need to do and don't want to forget. This system is very simple. Start by checking your fixed schedule. Right-click the task icon, then click Show with Calendar. Now your calendar appears on the right, so you can plan your tasks around your existing events. If you already have a calendar subscribed, your events will show up in the TickTick calendar. If not, just add your events directly in the TickTick calendar and put them into a list or create a new one if needed. This helps you understand how much time you actually have today. For example, there's a meeting in the morning and a discussion in the afternoon, so the available time in each part of the day is already different. Now go to the Today list and see what's already there. Check if there are any tasks carried over from yesterday and decide if you still want to work on them today. This helps you get a clear picture of what's already on your plate. Then go to your inbox and pick a few tasks to move into today. Once they're in today, they're automatically set for today, so you don't have to do anything extra. Make sure your Today list is grouped by list. Now you can drag tasks into morning, afternoon, or evening based on how much time you have in each part of the day. If the morning is tight, keep it simple. If the afternoon is more open, focus on something important. And if the evening is free, add lighter activities like exercise or reading. At this point, your day is already structured. If you prefer, you can also use the calendar view. In the week and day views, your fixed events will appear along the timeline, while your planned tasks will be shown at the top, which keeps everything easy to scan. For the tasks at the top, if you want to quickly tell whether they belong to morning, afternoon, or evening, just set the color option to match list colors and assign different colors to those 3 lists. In this system, tasks don't have fixed times. They're placed into parts of the day instead. So when things don't go as planned, you're less likely to give up on the whole day. One simple rule: make sure each part of the day includes at least one important task. This way, your important tasks don't keep getting pushed back. Once that's done, your plan for the day is ready. Now just work through your tasks one by one. Every time you complete something, check it off. You'll see clear progress throughout the day, which makes it easier to stay motivated and keep going. You can take this a step further by using widgets. Add 3 task widgets, set each one to show a list, and choose morning, afternoon, and evening. Place them directly on your home screen. Then, put the apps you often use next to each widget. For example, place work-related apps next to your morning and afternoon widgets, and things like fitness or podcasts next to your evening widget. This way, your tasks are always visible, and it's much easier to stay on track throughout the day. This system works best for people with relatively simple tasks who prefer a lighter setup, especially if your day is more self-managed, where you decide what to work on and when to do it. In that kind of setup, it's easy to procrastinate, so a bit of structure with some flexibility can really help. But if you're managing a complex workload and looking for an all-in-one system to optimize everything, this might feel too simple. You can keep this system very simple, or adjust it based on your needs. If you want, you can just use the inbox as your main task list. Or you can add more structure later if your tasks become more complex. For example, you could add a This Week list and move tasks from your inbox that you plan to do this week. This way, you won't feel overwhelmed, since you're checking your inbox every day, and it might contain a lot of future tasks. You can also use tags to organize different types of tasks, like work, personal, or family. Or even switch it around. Use tags for morning, afternoon, and evening, and use lists for categories instead. Whatever works best for you. In the end, this method is very simple. First, check your schedule and understand how much time you have. Second, pick a few tasks for today. Third, place them into different parts of the day and complete them one by one. It gives you structure without locking you into a rigid plan. If you often feel stuck between being too loose and too structured, try splitting your day into 3 parts. That's it for today's video. If you found this helpful, a like would really mean a lot. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical workflows like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.